about how I found out that I was a Hebrew. It was Black History Month last year when I was teaching on all of the inventions that many of the black people had come up with. Inventions like the razor, the shaving razor, the traffic lights, blood transfusion, open heart surgery, the mobile phone, the internet, call waiting, and all of these other inventions that black people had come up with out of necessity, mostly because of slavery. Even transistors. So transistors and resistors is a black invention. And so I'd come up with, found all that, and I prayed and asked God, but surely there's something more spiritual than this that I could be talking about, God. And I found out and met some research about not the true Jews. I went through it and I thought the guy was cuckoo. I thought he had to be a downright absolute liar. So I decided to put myself to the test and research even deeper. And as I began to do that, what happened was I read more widely, I looked more widely, and Elohim spoke to my heart. See, me and him have a little pact about in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. I don't just accept anything I hear or see. It has to be proven to me. And so he began to prove to me, not by 2 or 3 proofs or evidences, but by 5 undeniable proofs that we were, in fact, the Hebrews. So that led me to examine the DNA evidence, such as the one done by the Huddersfield University, and the linguistics evidence that says who the true Hebrews or Jews were and are. Prophecy, to look at what the prophecy said would happen, and what the where we are in the prophetic time clock, and what would happen after this point. Number 3, history. What does history say happened to the Jews? What does the Bible say? Because the history begins with the Bible. And then what does history bear out as the facts about what became the situation with the true Hebrew people? What did they experience? Where did they go? Where are they now? Then after that, I looked through the genealogy and went through all of the genealogy, discovering who they are, where they came from, what color they would likely be, even down to Jesus Christ. Then finally the curses, and this was the clincher. If I didn't believe anything else but this, I would have found something very valuable. I looked through the curses, and let me tell you, there's only one group of people, only one group of people that are cursed, and one group of people who bear the hallmark of the curses, which is the identifier and